Hi, sweet souls. This is Kedra with Nyxmoonoracle, and today I am bringing you a Divine Feminine reading. This is for those of you that are either in a twin flame union or twin flame separation. We'll see how the cards play out. But this is the Divine Feminine's journey to self-love. And what we're going to cover is your current energies, some challenges and blockages, and how it affects you on your journey, as well as how to overcome them using self-love, self-care, self-acceptance, and self-empowerment. So let's get it started. If this reading doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. Check back another time. And if you'd like to book a personal reading where I tap specifically into your situations, feel free to click in the description box below and book with me on Etsy. Or if you don't want to go through Etsy, you can always message me at nyxmoonoracle@yahoo.com, and I will get back to you rather quickly. So let's get into it, Spirit. I ask that you use me as a conduit to receive and interpret these messages for the highest good, removing my ego to the side, Spirit. Thank you so much. Okay, first we're going to tap into your current energies, Divine Feminine. Current energies for Divine Feminine, Spirit. I think I'll get this tarot right here. The Twin Flame Journey Oracle by Mystic Moon. Sorry about that. I saw there was a couple of cards from another deck in there, so I decided to get those out and reshuffle. Okay. Current energies for this Divine Feminine collective, Spirit, on this journey to self-love. Okay, we have destruction, crossroads, and Divine Feminine. This is you. So this is going to, and then Union in reverse is on the bottom of the deck. I'm going to just keep that as a wild card. So I do feel for those of you, this could be, for those of you in union, you might fear your Divine Masculine running again because it's happened in the past. We know that sometimes when we're on this journey, the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine just kind of implode. Things go crazy. Divine Masculine starts making choices and going in different directions. And this may be something that you're fearing. Or if you are already in the situation, or if you are already in a situation where you're in separation, this is something going on in your life. But I'm going to tap into it with some tarot. I'm going to use the Twin Flame Journey Tarot by Mystic Moon Oracles. Tell me about this destruction, Spirit. Tell me about this destruction. The whole deck is going to fly out. Okay, yep. And then crossroads. Okay. I like to see the Eight of Cups with Divine Feminine for sure. Okay, what I'm picking up on immediately, we have the Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck too for healing and recovery. Okay. Now with this Eight of Cups on Divine Feminine, I do feel like this is for both groups of people. This could be in union or not. You have overcome after a period of where this was destructive, where there was just some kind of conflict with Divine Masculine, whether there was another person, they went in a different direction, competition because of the Five of Wands. I'm thinking Divine Feminine walked away, or they walked away from Divine Feminine, which caused the Divine Feminine's evolution, journey to self. This separation was a resting period with this Four of Swords and a time for healing. Because you thought this King of Pentacles was your ultimate happiness. You wanted that home, the dream, to be with that person, have a family with that person, be stable with that person. But this person walked away. Now, for those of you in union, you may fear this happening again, or for those of you that are in separation, this was necessary for your evolution. Someone had to walk away, whether it was you or Divine Masculine, for your own evolution. This had to be this had to be torn up for you to realize this, for you to realize and get on this journey to self-love, to realize your ultimate happiness lies with you. And you're no one's choice. You're not in competition with anybody. This is all mind stuff in your head. If somebody wants to walk, walk. But you were really hurt by this. But I do feel like now you know your 10 of Pentacles does not lie in the hands. That's why this was right here on the King of Pentacles. This lies with you, not with a king. Because when you put your happiness with somebody else before you, this is where things get messed up. Things get destroyed because other people have other options in their life. And that worries us with that Five of Wands. But I'm seeing this separation or any past separations, no matter if in union or not, this has been something that has helped you for this journey to self-love. But it was also very painful. And you don't want to feel it again. But this was the realization of your happiness lies within you. You're walking towards your evolution, soul alignment, your divine feminine power. Okay? So, which is all about self-love. So now let's look at the blockages and challenges for you in this collective. And then we're going to look at how to overcome them by using self-love. So what are some of the blockages and challenges, Spirit? We're going to use the Sacred Karmic Shadow Work Oracle by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. And the Shadow Work Oracle by KJ Beck 1111. Tell me about the blockages and challenges. We have dishonest, self-centered, materialistic. And I'm going to get this to go on top of it. Tell me more about dishonest. Tell me more about dishonest. Okay. Ooh. That one flew. Hang on just a moment. Okay. So what I'm getting for each of these, as I feel like some blockages for you are that you're not saying no when you need to, or when you want to, because you feel obligated because of this spread too thin. You're spreading yourself out way too thin. You're not saying no. You're really kind of being, you just don't want to hurt other people's feelings. So you're not putting your barriers up. You're not saying no because you're scared you're going to cause some problems, or you're just uncomfortable with it. You're just uncomfortable saying no. Some people are very uncomfortable with saying no. No one, it's like you're a people pleaser, and you don't want to hurt anyone's feelings or step on any toes or rock the boat or have any drama or chaos, because we saw that conflict and competition earlier. You're not being honest with what you're wanting. You are saying yes when you don't want to, no boundaries where they need to be. Not being very honest with your communication with people. You're not being honest for yourself, for your highest good. You're kind of keeping everything in the dark. Yeah, you're just not communicating that. See, there's these empty caves. It's like you're just letting everybody else tunnel into your energy, tunnel through you, but you're not putting up those boundaries for yourself. Yep, I get that from this too. That with this self-centered card, that you don't want to rock the boat with people. You're not speaking up because these people might throw a shit fit if they don't get their way. You may, if you're in union and you're trying to avoid divine masculine leaving, it's almost like you don't want to, it says provoke on here. You're putting up this stone wall. You're keeping your emotions to yourself, your true wants, your true needs, your true barriers, because you're wanting to keep this person in your life. It's like you don't want them to have options, that you know that they can go in a different direction, or that they have. And this could be for anybody. This could be family members. This could be divine masculine. This could be anybody you just don't want to rock the boat with. This could be at work friends, Parents, it's like these people's needs are coming before yours, and you're spreading yourself thin because you're not putting up boundaries for yourself. You're hiding behind a wall because you don't want to rock the boat. See these needs, materialistic. Other people are feeding off of your energy that you'll do. They just know that you're going to be there for them and do things for them, get things for them, but you're ready for a change. You're ready for a change. You're like, I don't want to feel this way. I want the power to say no. I want to put up my barriers. I want so much to scream out from behind this wall. Like I want to tell, and it's eating you up. I feel this force right now in some of you where you want your voice, it's just building, building, building. And sometimes you want so bad to say something, say no, or say you want something, or say you want to do something, but you keep your needs and wants and desires to yourself. Like other people's needs are more than yours? No. This is the journey to self-love. Spirit saying it's time to change. This is your blockages. How to overcome them. Using self-love, self-care, self-acceptance. So first of all, we're going to accept. Okay. No judgment. You are not putting up boundaries. You are not saying no when you mean it and saying yes to what you want, need, and desire. We accept that. That's just the way it is, the way it's been, but also accept that it can change. And let's see how to do that with self-love. Okay, Divine Feminine? So I'm going to get these tea leaves for the astral houses for you on what areas to focus on. Well, marriage, happiness. Okay, oops. Okay. For me, this is very Pentacles energy. This is focusing on your ultimate, your 10 of Pentacles, that ultimate achievement. That came out earlier. Focusing on that. I'm going to pull for marriage. I think I know what it is, but I'm going to pull and focusing on your happiness. What makes you happy? You can, what I'm getting from this is you can bring these two together. You can marry these two together. Wealth and happiness, you can, along on your soul journey. You can have a spiritual journey and focus on being successful in your business, your material world. It doesn't all have to be 5D spiritual stuff for you to have happiness. I want to be spiritual. I want soul alignment. I want union with my person. I know that I'm one soul in two different bodies, two different polarities, and I understand that. But I want happiness and I want, abundance in my life as well. Spirit saying you can marry all of those concepts together. You don't have to have either or. In fact, it's better for your soul alignment when you do marry these three together. This is how to overcome your blockages that you have with self-love, self-care, and self-acceptance. You can have all of this. Let's see how to do this with self-love, Spirit. How to do this with self-love. I feel like these cards are calling to me. Tell me about wealth, the Pentacles, Spirit. You know what? These cards actually are really thick, so I'm just going to lay them out and pull. We have Follow the Moon. Become a shapeshifter. I love it. And see yourself in nature. Thank you, Spirit. And then I'm going to get one more off of another deck that looks exactly like this one. There's the Seeker and then there's a Messenger. But they look identical in the backs. I do keep them separate now. Very cool cards. I'm going to spread these out. Being bullheaded. Be of service. Illusory obstacles. I love that. It's interesting. I was just listening to a podcast with that same phrase in it today. Okay. So what I'm getting with how to do this with self-love, self-care, how to make your no, and putting up barriers, you just have to do it. You have to be of service to yourself, okay? You can marry the abundance, the happiness, the spiritual journey. Nobody says that you have to be all sweet rainbows flying out your butt and hearts, love just because you're a spiritual person. I'm a very spiritual person, but I also put up boundaries and I say no. And if I need to be, air quote, a bitch, then I'm going to be a bitch, because this is my journey. These are my boundaries. If you need to be bullheaded with it, do it, because you're protecting yourself. You're setting boundaries. You're being of service to yourself because you're tending to your own garden, your own way of life, your own emotions, your own frequency. Putting up these boundaries for yourself is being of service to yourself. You're no longer going to follow the moon, which is going with the flow of things out of fear, out of lack, out of competition, out of your past. You're going to put up this barrier and say no to the old ways of just going with the flow of your fears. Going with the flow, knowing that you have all these emotions you're just keeping to yourself, not paying attention, not facing them. But now you're going to put up those boundaries so that you can be of service to yourself. See this? This is the divine feminine right here. Growing that garden. Creating, manifesting. Being spiritual. A spiritual badass. This shapeshifter card. This is you on your feminine journey. This is you on this journey. You are morphing into your highest self, highest frequency. You are shape-shifting into the life that you want to have. You know the obstacles are there, okay? But you're grounding yourself. You're getting out there. You're getting in touch with your feelings. You're getting out there in touch with nature, that shamanic wisdom, the witchy wisdom of nature. You're going within, completely grounding yourself, creating this life that you want. You are shape-shifting your life, and you're understanding that, yes, I am a twin flame. Yes, I am a divine feminine. I may or may not be in union, but I'm not going to fear losing somebody. My happiness does not depend on somebody else. My abundance does not depend on somebody else. I can love someone on this journey, but I must love myself first. I have to be married to the idea of me, to the reality of me, to the becoming of me, so that I can overcome these obstacles that are just limiting self-beliefs and let opportunity knock. Rising like a phoenix. Let your fire be your fire. Let your grounding be your grounding. Let your emotions, your water, be your water. And let your air keep you constantly going with the flow. You're merging, you're shape-shifting all of your senses, all of your energies. You're tapping into so many things. This collective is really tapping in deep to the elements, to the frequencies for happiness, abundance, and knowing that you are in soul alignment. And then you can have it all. And it doesn't depend on another person. If they're there, that's fantastic. But this is a journey about you. And I love that. That's really beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. So here's some self-love that you can do to take care of yourself. What is some self-love that can be shown to Divine Feminine? Some self-love, Spirit, for Divine Feminine. Growth. See how far you've come on this journey of self-love. Really recognize what you have grown. Remember this card earlier? Be of service. Look what you've grown, and always see those, even if it's something little. Acknowledge and be proud of the things that you've grown within yourself on this journey. Look how far you've come. Look at what you've built. Look at what you have shape shifted. Look at what you've stood up for, what you've left behind, what you've changed, what you've overcome. Letting opportunities for growth come in. What else, Spirit? That's really beautiful. Just pay attention to those things. Sometimes we'll just go through life and not tell ourselves thank you, not tell ourselves or acknowledge what we've done. Yeah. Know that at any given moment, you can begin again. That you have the choice to go in any direction that you want to on this journey. This is your experience. No one can tell you what your journey is going to be about. This journey is about you. The choices you've made, the choices you will make. This is what you're growing. This is your path. Always know that you have a choice to begin again, and that it is your choice to say no, to say yes, to express what you're wanting, what you're needing, you're desiring, how you want to be treated. What else, Spirit? Listen. This is getting out with friends that care about you, have your back, that really understand you in a compassionate way. Not anything that's going to be, like negative bashing or anything like that. This is genuine caring. Somebody that cares about you, somebody that listens to you, somebody that helps you with your growth, helps you see your potential, helps you see your choices. Somebody that you trust that can help you navigate it. Or just somebody to listen. Or be of service to somebody when they need it. Sometimes when we're listening to other people, we get messages for ourselves as well. And it feels really good to help somebody just by listening. I'm also getting to really listen to your intuition, when to put up boundaries, when to drop limiting beliefs, what fears are healthy, how to work with the fear, when to say no. Just listen to your intuition. I'm getting that as well. Yeah. Speak, be, and live your authentic self. And know your worth. Know your worth. Why settle for crumbs when you deserve a whole meal? Know your worth, Divine Feminine. Okay. Now I'm going to go into what are some things that Divine Feminine should be proud of on their journey within themselves. Something you want to bring attention to. Something they should be proud of within themselves, about themselves. Just show a spotlight on that area, Spirit, please. How brave you are. How brave you are every day that you have this inner strength and you are battling through so much in your life. Every fear that you have, every time you're trying to overcompensate or stop overthinking, just getting out of the bed and doing what you do every single day. Having the courage to be on this journey. Having the courage to face things that you have to face every day. The battles that you have every day. And that you're still self-improving. And that you're still knowing there's more. You're still having this feeling of, I am more. I am worthy. I am doing this. Spirit wants to shine the spotlight on your courage, your bravery, your beautiful inner strength. And I love that it is purple, because purple to me, aura-wise, is this beautiful bravery and inner strength and courage. What is something Divine Feminine should love about themselves, Spirit? Really focus on and love about themselves. What's a quality? Ooh, that one flew. We have worry and purple again. I'm going to get one more to go with this. What you should love about yourself is how much empathy you have for the relationships you have in your life. You are that person that everybody goes to and depends on. You are. Spirit wants you to say to yourself, I love myself for being so brave and such a kind, loving person to my people. I'm a great nurturer. I'm a loving person. I worry about my people that I care about, my soul family, my relationships. I worry about them. I do things to help us keep that connection. Little things that people don't even realize. Prayers that they don't know are being said about them. Spirit says, I hear them. And I want you to love yourself for this, because this is beautiful. And you're beautiful for caring so much about your people. Thank you, Spirit. Now I'm going to go into what your soul wants you to focus on this journey of self. That's going to help you generate and vibrate with more self-love and focus on self-love. This is Voyage of the Soul Oracle by Aqua Moonlight. Spirit, tell me what Divine Feminine for this collective soul wants them to focus on to generate more self-love, self-acceptance, self-empowerment, and soul alignment. Spirit, thank you. Cleanse. Just detox. Every day you can begin again. We saw that earlier. Every day you can cleanse yourself. Begin again. Break out the sage. Take a bath. Clear away things and limiting beliefs and ideas that don't fit into this journey anymore, that do not serve your highest good. A lot of that conflict and competition that we saw earlier as one of your challenges can go away. Just cleanse. Every day begin again. Every day. This is negative thinking. This is limiting self-beliefs. This is the past. This is thinking your happiness is only in the future or with a person or what somebody did to you. Forget the story, cleanse it, boom, forgive, forget, move on. Doesn't mean you let them do it again over and over. It just means put up a barrier. Let it go. For you. For you. So you can free yourself. Enlightenment. Yep. And when you cleanse all of that, putting up your boundaries, saying what you need, saying what you want, willing to compromise, but to a certain extent. This helps you with that growth again. Your intuition becomes more on point because you're not in your head all the time thinking about what you could have said, what you should have said, or how do I get out of this, or I wish I didn't have to go. I wish I didn't say yes. This is you, having the intuition. That way you can see your path. You can see your soul's path. And when you are in the present moment with that nature, remember, that growth, you'll be able to get that clarity that you need in your life at any given moment, being present, soul alignment. And it starts with cleansing and letting go. Yep. Then you can make decisions, choices, new beginnings, completely free. Completely free of the past, completely free of the story, completely free of the pain, completely free of trauma bonds, toxic bonds, limiting beliefs. Free. Free. Because your intuition's on point. You've let go. Now you're free. You're your authentic self. And you can move forward that way. That's how you show yourself self-love on this journey spiritually. And then it falls into place. Remember the marriage card? How we had the marriage, which is your spiritual. Then your success. And your wealth and abundance. You can marry all of those together. And it starts with these 3 keys right here. Yep. Enchantment. Live your experience. Have fun manifesting it. See all the beauty that you're creating. Remember, you're the shapeshifter. You're changing all of this. And see it new. Begin again every day and have fun with your experience. When you're making these decisions, you're able to manifest. You're able to have gratitude. Because your mind is not completely stuffed and filled and spread thin, like with the pizza earlier. You're able to manifest. You're able to shapeshift this existence. You're able to marry everything you're wanting because you're pure. You're clear. You're enlightened. You're clean. And this is an ongoing process. And then it'll become a natural habit. At first it's going to start out where you're very conscious of doing this. But then it's going to keep going and going until it becomes a habit, because you'll be in soul alignment. You'll recognize when the ego is coming in. You'll recognize when limiting beliefs are coming in. You'll recognize when your ego is doing a little dance and gets butt hurt. You'll recognize that. And then you'll just cleanse it. Get back to experiencing your life authentically, in alignment, manifesting, enjoying every moment, being grateful for every experience. When we cleanse the story, when we forget the story, take the lessons. Take the lessons. You don't have to bring people back into your life if they have hurt you or traumatized you, or they continuously violate your boundaries and make you feel less than. You don't have to do that, but you can cleanse it. You can take the lessons. What was that teaching me? How can that help me on this journey? Why did that happen? And not in a victim mentality. Why did that happen? Why did that happen? What was the lesson? How can I use that? How can I transmute it into something for my enlightenment? I'm going to cleanse the pain. I'm going to cleanse the manipulation. I'm going to cleanse the violation. I'm going to cleanse the trauma. I'm going to cleanse the past. I'm going to cleanse expectations that other people have on me. All of that doesn't matter. My past history doesn't matter. I'm going to cleanse my limiting beliefs that I can only be happy with this, this, and this, or at this time period, or if I have that. I'm cleansing that because I'm happy now. I'm right here, right now, and I love every minute of now. And that is authenticity. That is being humble. That is self-love. Is loving your moment, your experience. Now, loving yourself enough to let go of that toxic shit in your head. When you relive the past and you cling to it and say you can't get over it, or you are self-torturing yourself. You're bringing in pain from the past that doesn't even need to be there. Or you're inflicting pain on yourself of thinking that you're not happy and your situation's too big, that you can only have happiness with certain events or people or tangible things that you can have. That materialism we saw earlier. Spirit saying, now is the enchantment. Now is the happiness. Cleanse all of the other stuff that makes you believe otherwise. This is a journey of your soul, which is pure love. We're way too hard on ourselves, Spirit said. Let's see. How is Spirit assisting on this journey to self, soul alignment? Too many, Spirit. Just one. Oh, there we go. Oh, two came out. Okay, we have Goddess of Beauty, Angel of Expression, and Goddess of Nature, which nature has come out a lot. So some of you may get out in nature. Some of you may... Spirit is calling for you to get really grounded within yourself. What you want. Put your toes in the water of what you want. I don't know what my boundaries are. I don't know what life would be like if I said no or stood up for myself. I don't know what that would look like. I don't know what my passions are. Spirit says, ground yourself. Put your toes in. Get out there. It's almost like put your ear to the ground so you can find out your way. This is Angel of Expression. Speak your truth and express yourself clearly. That has come out through this whole reading. Boundaries. Sharing your wants, needs, and desires. Expressing yourself. Who you really are. Goddess of Beauty, you are a wondrous being of light. There is nothing to change or fix about yourself. You're not broken. You're evolving. You're becoming, you're shape-shifting. All of the lessons, all of the time, all of the experiences are transforming you. Each time you become a different person, a different version of you. You become more empowered. You become more authentically you. Your intuition is on point. This is not changing or fixing you. This is an evolution. A revolution, an evolution of self. I want to get back to this Goddess of Nature. You reap what you sow. Your dream is coming to fruition. If you don't know how to get there, start off with self-expression. Trying new things. getting grounded, getting to know yourself. This blue is covering this card. That is you speaking your truth, living your truth, being authentically you. And if you don't know what that looks like because you've been doing things for other people and worrying about other people, start focusing on that. Try things. Get out there. This is for your evolution. Then I'm going to get last cards. I'm going to get 2 cards just from this deck because it was just calling to me. I wasn't even going to get this deck, but 2 last cards, Spirit. Yep, make the changes you need for this soul alignment. Welcome these changes into your life. Sometimes we get a little scared when people say we have to put up boundaries and we have to forget the past and we have to do this. You don't have to. Remember, these are your choices. Spirit's just offering these suggestions up to you for your evolution, to make your life sweeter, more enchanting. Make the changes necessary for your best life. Yep, you're the one creating it. Spirit says you're the one creating your life. Why not make it fantastic? Be the author of your own life. You are creating this. Make the changes necessary to create your story. To be that revolution, that evolution of self. To manifest, enchant, and experience you. To become. I hope this reading helped you. See you next time, sweet souls. Namaste.